EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for March 26, 2025. Welcome to Wild Weather Wednesday, brought to you by Pure Sight and Sound. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon are one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, but did you know that they almost didn't make the cut in the Wonders of the World competition? That's right, they were running in 8th place and would not have made the cut, but fortunately, King Nebuchadnezzar II had his landscape architect call Pure Sight and Sound. In a flash, the team from Pure Sight and Sound worked with the King's outdoor experts to design a fantastic sound system that was hidden within the Hanging Gardens and even included low-voltage path lighting and planters with speakers hidden inside. And the Babylonians rejoiced. Ask your outdoor contractor to call Ed at the phone number above me here in the video, 570-992-2992, to bring sound to your own wonder of the world, landscape, hardscape, outdoor kitchen, or pool project. Or visit them on the web at puresightandsound.com. You'll celebrate like a Babylonian. They're Pure Sight and Sound Incorporated, proud sponsors of the Wednesday video forecast. So today we have an upper level trough that is sitting up in here, right? And you have this little weak wave. It's mostly north, but there's a little bit of shower activity that's going to make it through into our area here. That's a horrible arrow there, but you get the idea. Just across the northern areas, there's the opportunity for quick showers as passes through during the day today. Might even be a snow shower because it's a cold upper level trough, so they could fall in the form of snow in some places. Can't make this stuff up, folks, because it's going to be over 70 degrees this weekend. So here is the NAM high-res future simulated radar, and starting us off early in the morning, and because it's early in the morning, you see how places like Williamsport and places up north of there, we up to I-80, there could be a few snow showers rotating through here during the morning and early afternoon. Might even be a stray shower, rain shower further south with this, but it is going to be cooler today, and this is just a quick thing, and that's it. It moves through, and then we're done with that. It could be it's going to be cooler today with that quick shower or snow shower rotating through the region, partly to mostly cloudy. Otherwise, you will have an increase in clouds as a result of this upper low trough moving in today. But then once that moves out, we're back to mostly sunny skies on Thursday. You see the temperature spread above me today, quite chilly, 45 to 52. That is slightly below average for this time of year. We should be in the 50 to 55 degree range across the entire region. And that's exactly what we're going to be here on Tuesday. 50 to 55 is the temperature spread here for Tuesday. Or excuse me, Thursday. I keep saying Tuesday. Thursday. I don't want to go backwards in this week, please, no. So Thursday is going to be the mostly sunny day, 50 to 55, near average temperatures as this trough begins to lift out. And then Friday, Thursday night into Friday morning, we have an opportunity for a few showers basically across those same areas. And you go back to the NAM, you can see that here. A few showers, maybe isolated shower that can rotate through during the evening hours here on Thursday, but otherwise not a big deal, right? Once we get back to this, so here we have this next feature, which is a warm front that's going to come through Friday night overnight. So during the day Friday, partly cloudy skies will start, mostly cloudy skies in the afternoon ahead of this warm front, and this is going to move through overnight, maybe touches off a shower in a few spots as it does so, but that quickly moves off to the north. Now, we have been talking about how the models were at odds with how the weekend was going to play out. Vast differences, in fact, as we were doing the video forecast yesterday, that showed temperatures well into the 70s on the European model, and GFS had temperatures in the 30s. And we're like, well, what gives? And it's because of this baroclinic boundary and where it's positioned. You see how far north it is. It is way up here. That is where the baroclinic boundary is. And if I move over to the GFS for that same time frame, why did I do that? GFS for the same time frame, I'm going to go right there. It's basically in the same area now. So GFS caved and gave way to the European guidance here, which is going to suggest now that Saturday is going to be warm sectored. We're going to have a partly cloudy day once that warm front moves through and clears to the north Friday night. And that means we are making a run at 70 degrees, if not higher in some places. Here's what the European model has. A lot of mid-70s here, even some upper 70s showing up here on the European model guidance, but a lot of mid-70s, low to mid-70s. That seems pretty reasonable. Same thing here for the GFS, low to mid-70s. So I think that's kind of generally where we're going to be here on Saturday, but you can clearly see where that boundary is and how what delineates that boundary is way up here. Up here, the temperatures are barely in the 30s to near 40 degrees. So you got the colder temperatures here and the warm temperatures south of that boundary, and it's the same thing you're going to see here on the European model. It's just slightly further north here on the European model, but same idea. Not quite as cold up here. There's 30s, very cold up here. Nearest the boundary, places like Albany are in the mid 50s, but once you get further south of that boundary, even Binghamton's getting up to 70 degrees here on the European model. So it's going to be a pretty warm day, I think, on Saturday. Delightful day, as it turns out, with partly cloudy skies expected. And then it's going to remain mild through the entire weekend, it looks like, as we get into Sunday. Sunday is going to be have a little bit of a backdoor front influence. You see that front starting to cave down to the southwest here a little bit, and so we'll cut into our northeastern areas, it looks like, on Sunday. Lower temperatures a little bit, so it's not in the mid 70s, but still very solidly in the 60s, and that is above average for this time of year for the most of our area, except for maybe northern New Jersey and far northeastern corner of Pennsylvania. The rest of us in the 60s, 70 down here in Harrisburg, and then we get to Monday. We're going to be even warmer yet, with temperatures getting back close to the 70-degree mark ahead of the next cold front. Okay, so there was a lot going on there, and go back to the European model here, which I still believe has the best handle on this entire system. So you see where the GFS here is on Saturdays, well to the north with its boundary and the European model. And so we're going to get unabated warmth. And then Sunday starts off partly cloudy, and then we have some showers possible here in the afternoon and evening. This is a prefrontal trough ahead of the cold front boundary, which is way back here. That's going to come through here on Monday, and you can see that here with some scattered showers and perhaps even thunderstorms as this front work makes its way through here on Monday. It might be a little bit too early, though, in the day on the European model guidance, which mitigate any severe weather threat. A lot of convective inhibitors out in front of this as well, with a lot of cloud cover. So there's been some talk about maybe some severe weather Monday. I'm not really buying it right now, but this can certainly change. It is something we have to watch over the next couple of days, because if the timing of this is any different, like the GFS suggests here, it's a little bit later, and low pressure synoptically in a synoptic position to produce severe weather is certainly possible if it's a little bit later. We're going to be watching for Monday, of course, is the Phillies home opener, which is Monday afternoon. They, of course, start the season on Thursday, but they'll be on the road in D.C. and then coming up to Philadelphia for a mid-afternoon game here on Monday. So that's going to be a tough go at it, I think. We're going to have to negotiate around that. Maybe there's that time frame right there where the game would be starting. Now, it might not be as concentrated of rain here on Monday, so we'll just have to follow this throughout the week and see where we go from there. But I do think that the debate whether this weekend is going to be cooler or warmer is pretty much settled, and it looks like it's going to start on Friday, building on Friday with temperatures getting up to either side of 60 degrees, and then Saturday you're well into the 70s. Sunday is going to be back down into the low to mid 60s, and then we're right back to near 70 again, it looks like, by the time we get to Monday. In the wake of this system, though, once this cold front moves through, we are back to reality and cooler temperatures here on Monday as another brief trough settles in. They're going to have temperatures in the lower 50s, it looks like, for highs on Tuesday under partly cloudy skies. I'm EPA meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for March 26, 2025. Have a great Wednesday.